Okay, are you ready for the opportunity you're asking for? Are you ready for the opportunity that you're asking for? Um, I know that you're asking for opportunities, but are you ready is the question. This is our final lunch with Lena before booked, paid, and positioned. The 3-day intensive starts tonight with professional speakers. And so excited for those who have signed up and looking to go deeper with their speaker brand. And so, yeah, it's a bittersweet last lunch with Lena. So during lunch, we're getting together, we're learning some tips and tools and resources for professional speakers. And if you're catching the replay, please drop the word replay so that I know that you were here. And if you are a speaker and you have a particular topic, make sure to drop your topic. I am here on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn right now, joining you. And today I just want to do something a little different. Definitely make sure if you are a speaker and you are preparing for the opportunities right now, press or type yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm ready. I am ready. I'm preparing right now. That's what we need to be doing. So it can be a conference, a corporate room, a leadership retreat, a women's event, an association. It could be a panel. It could be a paid stage. It could be a free opportunity, but you're maximizing that free opportunity. This could be a podcast, whatever it is. Put it in the comments if you are preparing for something. I definitely want to make sure to shout you out. Hey there. It's so good to see some Cheney love. I went to Cheney University. Shout out to my alma mater. So sometimes someone hears what you do clearly for the first time. Sometimes someone sees your name connected to the right conversation. Sometimes someone remembers you later because you are willing to say, this is what I want to be known for. You've put your stamp on it. I had a conversation earlier today with a speaker, and what she said really stayed with me. Had a conversation, real conversation. And if you are getting my emails, I write those emails myself, and I blast them out to you myself. Those are my words. These are real conversations. These are my real experiences that I'm having. And she said something today, and it hit me because I get it all the time, but the way she said it stayed with me. She said, "I just want a chance. I just want a chance to get on more stages, to have the right opportunity, and specifically a paid opportunity." If you're watching, make sure I know. Let me go and make sure that I have access to the comments. Yes, I can see everyone. Hey, I don't want to say your name like that, but that's Leisha, which is my mom. She is so awesome, always making sure to support her daughter. Now, I know that some speakers are like, I just need the opportunity. I just need the chance. And I get that so many speakers are not asking for the world. And this is what I put in my email today. Like, they just want to be in a room to get an introduction. They want the opportunity. They want someone to believe in them enough to say, yeah, I think you could be right for this. That means somebody's betting on you. You need someone that is able to bet on you. That's really what the question to me is saying, is that I need someone to bet on me. And I understand that so deeply. I understand that so deeply. But here's what I want us to be honest about today. And let me know on Instagram if you guys can still hear me. Somehow I go on Do Not Disturb and people can still call me. That's hilarious. But Mom, it's not you. So that's okay. But I want us to be honest about something today. People usually do not bet just blindly. They don't. I know my husband loves to play poker. He went out to poker with the guys last night, which is walking distance to our golf club right here up the street. And what I know about my husband is he doesn't bet blindly. It's all strategy. If I'm making a move, it's intentional. And people who are booking speakers, they're not normally betting blindly. That's not when there's not a relationship there and there's no history and there's not real confidence yet. And that doesn't mean that you are not talented or powerful and that your message is not impactful. And it doesn't mean that you don't deserve the opportunity. Absolutely not. I think there's a lot of speakers that deserve so many different opportunities, but the relationship may not be there yet. Does that make sense? So it means that we need to think differently about what it takes to be ready for the opportunities that we're asking for. And hopefully we're asking for these opportunities, right? We're not just thinking that they're just going to come to us and be like, oh my gosh, wow, the opportunity has arrived. That's not how business works anyway, right? We know that. Because speaking is not only about wanting to get on a stage, like speaking is an arm of your business, right? An arm. And when I say that, what I mean is you have a business. I'm making this up. I'm thinking of a particular speaker. She has a business where she talks about event therapy. And when I think about event therapy, you guys know we burn ourselves out for events. But I'm thinking about her. Now, that's one of her offers. Like if you want to connect with her and talk through your event and you know, the stressors and talk to a licensed therapist, that's pretty cool. So when you think about getting on stages and you're talking about ways to be grounded, and thankfully someone today helped me with some breathing exercises as I'm like, oh my gosh, the intensive is tonight. The intensive is tonight. She helped me to get grounded. She's like, make sure, put your bare feet like on the ground. There's something about being grounded where your feet being on the ground and doing breathing exercises help to with your regulation. And so you can take that type of topic to the stage where people, even in the middle of an event, may need to do some breath work. But sometimes those who are speaking, being on stage and don't have an offer or a product or a service is just going to be an uphill battle. You need to allow people to take a next step with you, to invite you into. And I say all that to say is that the speaking part of your business is just one arm. We have a book, we can have a program, we could have all kinds of other things, other services, VIP days, courses, and all kinds of things where we're inviting people into the conversation. Inviting people into the conversation. So it may be one arm of your business. It may be, you know, a revenue stream. Speaking may create visibility for your offers that to let an audience know that that offer actually exists. Your services, your programs, your consulting, your books. And for many speakers, especially women, paid speakers, it's not just a nice to have. It helps put the food on the table. It supports the business. It matters. So we cannot afford to treat speaking opportunities like random chances. We have to treat them with strategy. Today's question is, are you ready for the opportunity you're asking for? And not just ready in terms of your talk, because I think that you're amazing because you are the expert. You could talk about it for hours. That's not the question. Ready in terms of relationships, ready in terms of positioning, ready in terms of your assets, market clarity, which means you got to do some work, doing the research. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight for the intensive, is doing the research about your industry. Who's the one that signs the check? That's definitely something important to know. What are the trends in your particular industry? What's happening? What are some metrics? What are some numbers? And where are these publications? Where is all of this happening? It's really important for us to know. Are you ready in terms of follow-up? And a lot of this is going to take a big chunk of your time. I'm going to be honest. Some people are like, I don't have time. Okay, then you don't have time to build the speaking arm of your business. You can go do the other things you have time for. And it's so important. My friend Candace had always told me, you know, write down the top like 5 things that are most important in your life. Now, how much time do you actually spend on the things that you say are important? And you will see that a lot of times when we say family is important or certain things are important, but how much time are we actually making time for family and doing the things that we say are important? And if revenue is important, so that there's a way of life for yourself, then What am I doing to make that a reality for myself? Also, are we ready in terms of understanding who needs to have confidence in us before our name ever gets brought into a room? We do need to understand who those individuals are. Drop in the comments, who needs confidence in me? Just drop the word confidence. Who needs confidence in me? And you know what? My mom, like, she has the confidence in me, thank the Lord. Uh, like, but there are other people, not just your family, your friends, and your cousin, boo boo. Like, who needs to have confidence in you that matter to move your business forward? Because that question today, um, who needs to have confidence in you before the opportunity opens? Is it the event organizer? Is it the meeting planner? Is it the conference host? Is it the sponsor? Is it a committee member? Is it a referral partner? You gotta know, right? You have to know. I'm just, as I'm throwing things out there, I'm hoping something will just drop and resonate with you, because I know that I know that I know it really is important to um, have the right partners. Okay, so the person who hears the, I think I know someone for that. That's what we are talking about today. Not just getting booked, not just being visible, not just saying, I want a chance. We're talking about how to become prepared for the chance, how to build relationships, the clarity, the proof, and the readiness that make it easier for the right people to bet on you with confidence. With confidence. Because opportunity may feel sudden, but readiness is rarely sudden, right? Readiness is built. um, and it's crazy because I have speakers that are reaching out right now that I am so thankful for the people that I've had the opportunity to sit with and to learn and grow with in this industry, because it's ever changing, but the relationships and the conversations that I get and the ability to have, I'm thankful for that. There's certain people in my family, like my grandfather, his birthday is on Saturday. And I watched him build certain relationships. And there's certain things that he would just keep in his mind as a reminder about that person or about their family, so that the next time he had the conversation with them, how is your mom doing? How is so and so? And when people that you're building relationships with know that it's not transactional, that you actually care, and that you're not only reaching out when you need something, but you're staying connected, and you're staying, it's like, football season is about to start back up, and everybody wants to be the player on the field, but then you have players that are sitting on the bench. There's players sitting on the bench. Okay? Can I get in, coach? Can I get in? Please? So when I say that speaker brand code number 5, opportunities require strategy, I'm not just saying, put me in, coach. I've put in the work. You've seen me in practice. I can catch, I can make sure to tackle. I will make sure that this ball gets in the hands of the right person at the right time. It is a strategy. And if we don't know what our particular strategy is in securing the opportunities that we are looking to get into, then it's going to be like this by next year. We're going to be still doing this, still turning, still not getting to where we're trying to go. So if that is you, definitely make sure that you are joining us for this conversation tonight, which is the booked, paid, and positioned 3-day intensive for professional speakers. And we're diving into preparation before opportunity. Like, we're going through the brand code. There's 7 codes to the brand. The speaker brand code, what that actually means is this is the standard at which a speaker should be operating. This is the standard. And with that, we're giving tools and resources and templates. We have a conversation with how do we use AI to help us with our assets, and not in a sleazy, oh my gosh, and generic way. And you've seen this everywhere, but it's speaking in your language, in your way of how you like to connect and grow, right? So the goal is to help speakers be ultimately ready for the opportunities that they are asking for. This is not for beginner speakers. This is definitely for those who have been speaking for some time and just want to figure out, okay, what do I need to be doing next? What do I need to be doing next? It's not that we have to be doing so much that we are burning ourselves out. We have to have a plan and a strategy. Where's my notebook? Um, I've been showing this a couple times. The productivity planner has been really, really helpful to me. It took me a long time to buy it because I'm like, a planner for $40. I couldn't wrap my head around buying a planner for $40. However, what I will say, I would like to create something similar for speakers. I like that it's giving me the intention for the day to writing down what I'm grateful for, how I start my day, what are the tasks that I need to get done, how much time is it going to take me to get that task done, how much time do I think it's going to take, and then how much time did it actually take. So it's good to kind of, for me, have it written down, what I'm doing every single week, how I'm moving the needle in my personal business every week, and being structured in a way. But I will say that readiness is bigger than the opportunity. Readiness is knowing what problem you want to be known for helping to solve, right? Readiness is knowing who you serve and who buys. Readiness is understanding where the conversations are happening. Readiness is having assets that support where you're going, not where you have been. Mm. Readiness is having the language that helps other people describe you when they're referring you. Readiness is having relationships before you need the referral. Readiness is knowing whether an opportunity is aligned or just available. And if it's just available, maybe it's an opportunity for someone else. That's also a cool way building relationships with other speakers, because other speakers, having opportunities like, hey, I can't do this, but if you're able to do it, are you able? Like, those are beautiful relationships that you can build outside of just the opportunity relationships, but even your peers. Readiness is knowing how to follow up and having a strategy where you're already pre-built how you're going to follow up every single time, and then you're just tweaking it to make sure that it's catered to the relationship and the conversation that you've previously had with an individual. But readiness is not scrambling every time the door cracks open. And let me say that again. Readiness is not scrambling every time the door cracks open. Because some speakers are so focused on getting the opportunity that when the opportunity finally comes, they're trying to build everything in real time. They're trying to update everything, switch everything up. And now the opportunity that should feel exciting now feels overwhelming. And then that's when they feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have prepared better, just being ready for this. And I want to ask you something. Drop one thought in the comments of what you need to be more ready with. Is it positioning? Is it your bio? Is it your speaker reel? Is it your website? Maybe it's your fee that you need to work on. Hey, Ashley, what is it that you need to ultimately work on? Maybe it's your relationships. Maybe it's your confidence. Maybe it's your offer. Maybe you need to do more market research to get really clear on your positioning in the market. And yes, these are real. And I want you to notice how different the answers can be. For one speaker, readiness may be about assets. For another speaker, readiness may be about positioning. Another speaker, it may be about their follow-up. For another, it may be knowing what opportunities to stop chasing. Oh, there's so, like, it's just like a bad relationship. Stop chasing him. He is definitely, he has shown you, told you, expressed to you, and in his behaviors have shown you that this is not it. honey boo boo. Okay. So there are some opportunities we just need to stop chasing. So I just want to go back to relationships for a moment because um, if you want someone to bet on you, one of the questions becomes, who are you building trust with before you need the opportunity? Not who are you randomly pitching, not who are you sending cold messages to without any context, not who are you asking to keep in mind before they even understand what you do, but who are you building real relationship with? I will say, so I'm trying not to be biased here, but Ashley here, I am so thankful for the relationship that we're building. I do believe in great collaborations with good people, with good vibes. And when you think about the relationships that even you and I actually are building, it's like we can learn from one another, we can support one another, we can stay connected, and conversations start to shift when you start to stay connected with other people that have a different experience than you. So, another question is, who's hosting the conversations you want to be a part of? Who is planning the events you admire? That is so good. And one thing I will say, I see the work that you're doing as speakers. I do. I understand the audience that you are serving. I I care about this conversation because you want to be able to connect and then show that there's alignment there. Transactional just only shows up when they need something, and I keep going back to that because it is the most frustrating thing when people only reach out to me only when they need something. Ask me how I'm doing. And then I used to say, I learned this saying, how are you doing really? Intentional builds before it acts. Build before you ask. Please build before you ask. If that's not a nugget right there, I'm putting it in this chat. You guys are so super awesome. Build before you ask. Sometimes we're asking and then we got to go build it. Because the major part of today's conversation is build clarity before visibility, build positioning before promotion, build relationships before referrals, build readiness before the opportunity. And so market clarity, something we're going to talk about this evening, because this is another piece that speakers sometimes skip. You may know your message, your story. You know that you're good. You're amazing. You know your topic, everything about it. You could talk about it for hours, but do you know where your topic is being discussed? Do you know what events are already programming those conversations around regarding your area of expertise? Do you know what companies, associations, communities, or conferences are investing in that problem? Because this is the other thing. If we don't have a pulse on what's happening in the world, so some people are like, listen, I want to talk about retention. We may not be in the economy where people want to keep employees, they want to let them go. Maybe the conversation is what happens, and this was my dissertation topic for my master's degree in industrial psychology. It was what happens to the people that stay at the job when everybody else is gone and now they're like, am I next? You might not get the kind of work you want or need out of these individuals because of that fear. So I need to be able to have a pulse on the industry, which I say I'm an expert in. Do you know who's already being booked for that particular topic? Do you know what they're currently emphasizing? And do you know what the buyer cares about? Do you know how that problem gets funded? Is it HR? Is it leadership? Is it, what area? Oh, that's so good. Do you know where your topic sits inside the buyer's world? Because sometimes speakers are saying, I want paid speaking opportunities, but they have not spent enough time understanding where the paid need actually lives. I want paid opportunities, but they haven't spent enough time understanding where the paid need actually lives. Because paid speaking is not just about someone liking your story. Paid speaking usually connects to a problem, to an outcome, a budget, a decision maker, or a larger business opportunity. So if you want the opportunity, you have to understand the world around the opportunity. So make sure to drop it in the chat. Like, okay, I need to know, like, topic. Where does it live? I want you to hold on to that question, because where does your topic live? In what industry? In what type of event? Under what budget? With what buyer? And what business problem? Inside what conversation? So that is the kind of things we are thinking through for tonight for the booked, paid, and positioned. And let me be very honest about something. Sometimes speakers are chasing opportunities, but they have not yet connected the speaking to the business. And that is important, because speaking may be one revenue stream, but what else is around it? Your service, your offering, your training, your book, your product, your methodology. Because if speaking is connected to your business, then the stage becomes more than a stage. It becomes a way to communicate your expertise. It becomes a way to build trust. It becomes a way to open future conversations. It becomes a way to support the work you already do. But when speaking is disconnected from the rest of the business, speakers can spend so much time saying yes to like random opportunities and doing, I won't even say opportunities, random rooms. That's good. R&R, random rooms, doing a lot of work, getting an applause, not seeing any business growth. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. I don't want speakers to just be busy. I want speakers to be positioned. I want them to be strategic. I want speakers to know why they're saying yes. I want speakers to understand how speaking supports the bigger business that they are building. Now, we just want to go back really quickly to something I just previously said. Speakers that say, I just want a chance. And again, I get it. But here's the shift. Do not let the chance be the beginning of your preparation. I don't think y'all heard what I said. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'd be surprising myself. Do not let the chance be the beginning of your preparation. Oh my gosh. Let the chance be the result of your preparation. Oh, that is so good. Let the chance be the result of your preparation. Oh, that's so good. Let the chance come after you and you've done the work and you are clear. Let the chance come after you started building the right relationships. Let the chance come after your assets can support your name being referred. Let the chance come after your positioning makes sense. Let the chance come after you understand where your topic fits in the market. Let the chance come after you and say, yeah, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to handle this opportunity with excellence. That is not begging for a chance. That's preparing for one. Put it in the chat. Prep. P-R-E-P. Prep. That's what we got to do. So today's speaker brand code: opportunities require strategy. The right opportunities are pursued with intention, alignment, relationships, and a clear understanding of where the speaker belongs. And because this is our final lunch with Lena before the intensive, I also want to bring in 2 more codes. Systems sustain success. Behind every speaking business, your brand determines how consistently you can grow. And the last code, which is number 7, excellence is intentional. Exceptional speaker experiences do not happen by accident. They are designed through preparation, team selection, communication, client experience, delivery, follow-up, and the standards you choose to uphold. This is a full circle moment. We started with clarity. We said that you need clarity before visibility, positioning before promotion. We talked about how your assets are already speaking for you. And today we're talking about opportunity, strategy, systems, and intentional excellence. Because this is not about chasing stages. This is about building a speaker brand that is prepared for opportunity. And that's why Booked, Paid, and Positioned starts tonight. This is not for someone who is just wondering if they may want to speak one day. This is not for you. This is for speakers who are speaking, showing up. They are experts in their space, but they know that there's a whole nother level available, especially the business behind their brand. So today, day one, this evening, we are going to start with preparation before opportunity. And what we're asking is, what do you want to be known for? Who needs to understand your value? What needs to become clearer before more visibility, pitching, or activity? And then day two, we go into brand positioning and market clarity. And we're looking at your audience, your buyer, your core problem, the market where opportunities actually live. We actually will look at real life opportunities. And we'll talk about social media, how we are incorporating AI into it all. And then lastly, on day three, on Saturday, it's speaker readiness plus opportunity strategy. We're looking at assets, readiness, follow-up, and how to evaluate real paid speaking opportunities with more intention. And yes, we're going to look at real applications, paid opportunity application examples. And if the opportunity is something that fits you and we have discussed it and it makes sense, you can go ahead and apply to it. Because I do not want you thinking that this is just something I'm just making up. I want you to actually see real opportunities in real time. And I hope that this makes sense for where you are today. And if you're ready for this, you do need to know what you need to submit and what you need to be clear on and what makes you a stronger fit for these different opportunities. So when you register, you will receive a link for the speaker brand audit. And that audit is going to help you look at your speaking business and see what is already strong and what needs attention. Because sometimes you don't need to guess. You need to assess. You don't need, I'll say this, you do need to see the gaps. You need to see what is supporting you and you. And if you choose the VIP level, you'll also get a live hot seat where I will look specifically at your speaker brand, your positioning, your assets, and where you really feel stuck. And so we already have a group of speakers that are going to be in the room and we are ready to do the work. And I honestly love that because this gives us a space for real conversation. Real conversation. And when I say real conversation, I'm talking about real reflection, real support. We're being honest about where we are in our businesses and really looking at the business behind your speaking brand. So if you're listening today and thinking, I do want the chance, I do want the opportunity, I do want the paid stage, and I do want someone to bet on me, then I invite you to think differently. Don't just wait for someone to bet on you. Start building the confidence that makes the bet make sense. Start building with clarity, start building with positioning, start building with relationships, start building the assets and the readiness. It's the work, and that's what we're doing tonight. So the link is in the caption. I'll drop it in the comments. So go register and you'll receive your speaker brand audit so you can go see where the gaps are. Like I can see it right immediately. And then we begin tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And before I close, I want you to complete the sentence in your mind. I want to be ready for. It might be paid stages, corporate opportunities, conference applications, referrals, bigger rooms, an invitation, an introduction. Maybe it's the opportunity that finally aligns with who you are becoming. And I want you to hold on to that because readiness is not about perfection. It's about preparation, alignment, discipline. So I appreciate you joining me for my last conversation for Lunch with Lena. I really appreciate it. You guys have been so amazing these last few days, and it has been crazy to make sure that I get on live every Thursday at 12 o'clock for over a month, and then including now Instagram. So hope this made sense to you. If you know a speaker that needs to continue to listen to these types of conversations, make sure to share, like and comment. Don't forget to do that as well. And if you have signed up for the booked, paid, and positioned 3-day intensive for speakers, I will see you tonight. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.